On the phone, cooking dope at the same damn time. Oh, he's selling white, selling mid at the same damn time, but he won't take care of his kids.
What does he do if he educated and still ain't ate for days? Man, of course he gonna go back to the gutter. Of course he gonna go get it how he live. Of course he gonna shed no tears when the judge hands down years for the crimes that he's did, but he's just broken with a motto in his mind, and he's always hoping. But shit, crime pays when it ain't no job openings.
It's time. The poets are prepped. The audience is ready.
Art is what you've always been, but if you must break, be a damn rain stick and light up a room. Rooms always look better with a little bit of you in them anyways. Always. There's always been enough light to hold on to.
At the very beginning, it slouched, it was unleveled, the composition was well lopsided. You see, I was trying to paint you perfect for me, but oils and acrylics don't mix, the drying time is different.
The wrong dude, I'm not one to play with. This is child's play. So, I'm chucking deuces before I go to a vile place. Like back in my old days, I could smell a fuckboy a mile away. And right now, I can get a little bit of a whiff of it.
Give our judges some time to think. They're gonna need it.
It takes me forever to write about my traumas because it was something I never thought to address. Me being completely vulnerable is like seeing me completely undressed. And I got body image issues. I'm insecure as hell about my weight.
But I won't shrink my gift to the size box you can handle. And I'll speak my truth, even if it's not fashionable. It never was trendy to go against the crowd. But if you can't swim, you just gonna have to drown.
All right, I think the judges have come to a decision, y'all.
Man, listen.
Race the sun back home just to see it rise again. I'll find a friend who doesn't mind to spend some time within this crazy mind of mine. We'll get rich picking through this diamond mine. I drop gems.
My story be awkward, like fat black girl geeking at Comic-Con, curvy bulges squeezed into red spandex super suit cosplay. No boots though, cause my feet be swollen.
See, people got all the jokes in the world about poetry slams and what you hear here and what happens here. But in reality, this is a place of love and support. Never forget that. That's why we're here in the first place.
Dear God, I'm praying for us all. We are caught up in the sin. But God, I ain't even gonna lie. By the way things are looking at him right about now, you might want to hurry up and come back and flood this motherfucker again.
Now I got that junkie itch, baby. That adrenaline rush, baby. I'm high off life and I can't get enough, baby.
His only goal is to get attacked and make me turn over the tombstone. For me to fade away, get carried out in a box 3.
He's calling for the ISO. It's impossible to guard this guy.
No matter how still I am, he still won't get a charge.
We ended like good books, like your favorite movie, like a kiss you wish could have lasted just a little longer.
A right to share with the world that inside, despite those failed goals, despite those failed roles, you have the ability to heal yourself with your own written words.
Hello, everyone. Okay, hello only to this side of the room. Hello, everyone else. Y'all, this side of the room does not want to talk to me. We're gonna try this one minute. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Eric.
Okay, damn. It's like your mama ain't teach you how to say hello when you came into a room. Shit. My name is Eric Odum. Hi, nice to meet you all. Nice to be here. Before we get started, I need all of my poets who are competing to meet me over on the side of the stage ASAP. And then we'll get going. Sound good?
Good.
Cool. Yeah, it's just not like don't slur, nothing like that. If you got like this, you don't go. I have one in mind. I'm moving later in the night, so I'm fucking shit. So I think. Okay, go. We're matching. We're matching.
Hello.
It's so nice having like a live monitor here so I know what I sound like to you. So I know if I sound annoying that I can just get off the stage real quick. So we're ready. It's time. The poets are prepped. The audience is ready. This side is ready. Why don't y'all want to clap with me? Here we go. See, these are the fine artists, the fine literature artists. They're the ones over there like, yes, metaphor. So the way that this is going to work is that we are going to have 3 rounds. We have 12 poets. The first 2 rounds are going to be head-to-head bouts decided by our lovely panel of judges, which is right here. So audience, right? So you want to give all the love that you have to the poet. You never boo the poet. You always give love to the poet. You know who you can boo though? You can boo your judges. Influence your judges. If you like what you hear up here, snap, clap, hoot a little bit if you like to, holler if you're so moved. Just don't distract from the performance happening up here. I am supposed to create a segue for the judges to introduce themselves at the beginning of the show. I have notes here. So this is going to be my bad segue into letting the judges introduce themselves, starting from left to, my left.
I'm excited because a lot of you, I've seen you grow, so I want to see it happen. So let's go.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, poet, judges will then have an opportunity to confer and decide and announce who won the bout. Correct. See, I didn't know if you could see the eye contact. I was trying. Also, these lights are hot. Phones. Yeah, turn those on silent. Make sure those do not ring. If they ring, leave. You don't laugh. No, like respect the mic up here, respect the performers. You're here to see them, you're here to support them. The hardest thing to do is to get up in front of other people and speak. Okay, so those who understand that, make sure that you're giving as much love and support as you can, and it's as simple as putting your phone on silent. Is my phone on silent? Yeah, my phone's on Do Not Disturb, actually. So, you know. Yeah, I have some other stuff here. Definitely want to shout out the DJ Ver. We also want to give a shout out to Young Village outside providing some Caribbean eats. We have a cash bar back here. We love a cash bar. There are free refreshments to the side. I think we have hot chocolate, apple cider. There might be some donuts still. There's no donuts. I'm so sorry that you're not going to get a donut. Also want to make sure to thank Moca. Shouts out to Moca for providing the space. And as well as Spaces, Cleveland for being one of the financial sponsors. Money makes these things happen. As much as we do, don't get me wrong. And there's a few other things that we'll get to, but we'll sprinkle those in around the rest of the show. But y'all ready for some poems? Yeah. So the way that this is gonna work is that I will pull 2 of these names. One of them will be on deck. On deck is the person who will come up after the person who comes up. So for example, if I'm like, on deck, we got Keisha Nicole Foster, but first up to the mic is Arrie Odum. That means I would come up, and then Keisha would be next. Cool? Mostly, do my poets understand? Yeah. Okay. I feel like way more people responded when I said, do my poets understand? They're like, I'm a poet, I understand. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So, on deck, and make sure to clap it up for him, please. We have the poet Nick Lane. But first up to the mic, please give it up for artistic genius.
Ever since I was a child, I have always felt the need to fix things. I carried my heart around like a toolbox. My emotions became a screwdriver, twisting and turning to help someone else's brokenness, ultimately to satisfy my own. I use band-aids of affection to patch patched together the wounds. I did not bruise, I glued pieces of your stories to my back just to let the world know I had yours. How did I find myself back here? Stuck in the remnant of my own toxic ways, building upon a fragile foundation with no real estate of substance. As I walked next to you, the ground shook. I could feel the vibration beneath my feet, but I ignored every red flag. I dismissed every slap in the face. Out of curiosity, I wanted to see if fixing you would somehow heal me, and you became just another art project of mine. A blank canvas, craving some color, so I blindly dipped my brush in what I thought you needed. I gave you palette knife layers in ways you can still talk about to this day, but I'm sure I also damaged a few edges along the way. Because I impaled this anime character into a realism portrait, watched how the structure of the frame became manipulated. At the very beginning, it slouched, it was unleveled, the composition was well lopsided. You see, I was trying to paint you perfect for me, but oils and acrylics don't mix, the drying time is different. The perspective was missing. Our souls together were extremely resistant, and because of history, I forced it. I hung you high on hooks anyway. Command stripped you down in hopes for stability. I put you on display for everyone to admire, the masterpiece of trauma I felt I created. To be elated at sold-out art shows, to push your gift in ways you did not push yourself. You were a muse of silent abuse with nothing physical to prove it, and I saw a future with only potential to improve it. Every morning, like coffee, I brewed it. Not too dark, a spoon of cream, a little bit of honey to move it. I was trying to blend you for me, and still that shit was not sweet. Which is why disloyalty was so easy for you. You see, the canvas owes nothing to the artist. On its easel, it just sits and waits for an opportunity to be serenaded. It didn't matter how much we believed we cared about each other, our flaws clashed like a battle. Taunting and raving, picking at each other's insecurities like old scabs. Lord knows I've had my fair share of imperfect moments, but I owned them like my LLC. I was the sole proprietor of my shit. And I never shit where I ate, and I never gave one up to a bum chick who was a fan from my page, because my loyalty was a badge of honor. I was the most decorated soldier in your circle. I stood at attention and formation for as long as my knees could bear, and all you could say was, I didn't actually stand there. Man, I gotta stop turning women into art projects, because art projects have deadlines, and when the show is over, the people go home, and I'm left alone to clean up the mess, but that's on me. I gave you murals, and all you gave to me was more reasons to heal. Thank you.
All right, and to keep things moving, can we please give it up for the poet, Nick Lane?
Grace, I love the way victory tastes. I try to find both while staring adversity in its face like an opponent in its various forms, taking this opportunity to appear in all of my opportunities to overcome. Had overcame life's odds and the persecution of shame. Learned what it meant to persevere in a way to redefine my name. I got mommy issues, daddy issues, and they both one and the same. But we gotta learn how to heal from that hurt and the seeking validation in the ones that we blame. Grace, something that I don't give myself enough of, like space. Been academically dismissed over 5 times before I seen my degree. But you know what they say, it's a marathon, not a race. And I ain't no special case. It takes me forever to write about my traumas because it was something I never thought to address. Me being completely vulnerable is like seeing me completely undressed. And I got body image issues. I'm insecure as hell about my weight. I hate being called skinny. The same way I hate being called a ladies' man or Casanova. I can't help that among this tongue, God gave me the ability to speak and sound in ways so profound. Chic, I'm far from meager or being meek. So if you've ever felt manipulated by the way I speak, then perhaps the frequency in which you vibrate may be weak. I pledged one time. Now I can't stand the life of Greek. My trust will never be the same. However, I still chase love in empty places. I still make love to familiar faces. I still operate from hollow spaces. I still think America is hella racist. And I still am learning how to live and love and let go. Instead of being so fixated on the destination and operate less in ego. I'm still learning how to sometimes save face. I'm still learning that life is a marathon, not a race. I'm still learning how to give myself grace.
Yeah. All right, everybody, are you ready to hear who took about one? I said, are you ready to hear who took about one? Judges. Hey y'all, you have a hard job.
We do.
I'm so sorry, I understand. Do the best you can. Don't give them any leeway, audience. They know exactly what they're doing. Influence them. See, there's duality there. Okay, go for it.
So, at the conference, we actually looked at everything that they brought to the table, everything they brought to the stage. Each of them extremely dope. They brought it to the table, and man, that was a very tough choice. Very, very tough choice. But I will say that just based on Bar's stage presence and their ability to fumble and catch it, artistic genius.
Let's go!
Congratulations, artistic genius. Moving on to round 2. On deck, we have CocoaWeaponry. Woo! And next up to the stage, please give it up for Nick Fury.
I struggle with loving myself. So I use these stages so you can do it for me. If only that helped when it's 4 in the morning and my demons are 4 deep, warring, screaming on the borders of my sanity. So adept at preying on my vanity candidly, I ask my reflection, can you answer me the question, is it still 7 years, bad luck, if the mirror's not broken, but you are? See, I thought I grew past the need for your recognition. My self-worth's on a seesaw based on the respect I'm given. I know it's not healthy, it's an obsession within, and I confess I'm getting less resistant to this pressure, slowly pressing in when I'm driven to be the best and flex with every breath I'm given. See, I hope to be the ODB of poetry, so I checked the method and gave Inspector Deck a listen. I made it so even if you're missing these layers hidden within, at least these plebeians can check the rhythm. I made it so hard if they want to step, wish them the best. I'm gonna need the address of your next of kin then, because your next breath in sentence they're gonna have the best of endings.
Come on.
Normally I'm not a shit talker. But if you show me your fangs, I'm gonna pull out my blade like a daywalker. Stop it. These Nosferatu ain't stopping Nostradamus. I'm ill at it, acting pompous on one mic as Godson. You still at it? Trying to climb ladders, I'm already a top son. I'm talking top rung, sipping cocktails with dreaming women plus palm views and hot sun. I'm Tom Cruise and Top Gun. I'm the wrong dude. I'm not one to play with. This is child's play. So I'm chucking deuces before I go to a vile place. Like back in my days, I could smell a fuckboy a mile away. And right now, I can get a little bit of a whiff of it. So peep game is a bit of arithmetic. I get a little bit sick of this weak game you'll silently settle for his penmanship. It's fitting and spitting with a bit of a bitter bite like black licorice. See, ever since I was a little kid, I was literally told I'd be illiterate. But little did they consider if my dedication was rigorous, I could master the phonetics, be slightly sicker than syphilis. See, when Nicholas spits his shit, I got a liquid drip of limitless. With syllables, I'm Icarus to end it with indiscriminate flair like, woo! With a swirl of words blaring in a flurry, because even though I don't always love Nick Blackburn, give me a mic, I'll make damn sure they respect Nick Fury.
Let's go.
Okay, put your hands together one more time for Nick Fury. And please keep that energy going for our next performer. Give it up for CocoaWeaponry. Woo!
Sup, Cleveland? I'm from that dirty Detroit. What we doing today? What we doing, poets? Battle.
What bartering do we have? What leverage do we have? When outside of nothing, we possess nothing, we own nothing, we are just owners of acquired belongings. We are never truly owning anything because we are never truly home. See, we're only matters of matter that does not matter. What's the composition? Dirt. See, the composition feeds imperfections, not prodigiously, not even religiously. You see, they celebrate misdirection, wayward steps on broken paths, littered with debris, mistakes, regrets, and failings that we would give our souls to forget. See, we have missed the signs that have been way past expressing and confessing. See, independence is designed to resemble blessings. Emancipated slavery, thinking we've escaped, but yet we're just more dependent. Each milestone, we carry a milestone, the weight of milestones, because we've been shackled and yoked, hoodwinked, horse-collared, noosed and choked, and we've been left dangling from the trees of false hope. See, we are our mother's children. See, we believe the lies that serpents tell because they come bearing gifts with what the serpents tell. See, they starve our spiritual reflection with doses of mental dejection, physically pleasuring all that leads to self-hate, self-doubt, selfishness, and depression. See, they're peeling passion on our plates constantly with the illusion of force feeding our faith with delusion into our face, and we can't even stomach to taste the truth. See, the syndicated programming began in our youth. See, as a baby, I was growing up malnourished. My belly was swelling, my teeth was decaying, and my organs were eroding, and I wasn't weighing nothing, not even decisions. Wow, we just kept playing. See, there was no need for praying. For what shall I ask for? Forgiveness? Sin is painless. See, that entertainment, it pumps satanic morphine into our brains to deaden consciousness and awaken the inner rebel. See, we are lost in the glare, suffocating by this world's air. The bass and the treble is too loud. But that inner rebel, do you hear it? Did you hear it? More excitements, more lights, more cameras, more action. Our senses have lost sensitivity because we have been blinded by the distractions. Who cares where the show it displays originates? It feels so good. But do I feel bad? No. Actually, soon I will feel nothing. Drill. Drill. Increase 20 cc's more of that satanic morphine. Now I got that junkie itch, baby. That adrenaline rush, baby. I'm high off life and I can't get enough, baby. Maybe until I'm dead. Or maybe I'm just dope.
Now we have to give our judges some time to do their thing. I low-key want to be like, doo, doo. Oh, y'all got it. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Now it feels official. Now it feels so official.
poets were really, really beautiful. Thank you all for giving us those poems. Let's clap for those poets. You see, you had to turn the music on. It wasn't easy. We're gonna go with CocoaWeaponry.
All right.
I'm about to say, don't be afraid to applaud who won the bout. They won the bout. Give it up for them. Give it up for CocoaWeaponry. And also give it up for Nick Fury one more time. Thank you.
I do just have to make one comment.
Yes.
Nick Fury, your wordplay is ridiculous.
All right, y'all ready to keep things moving? I don't believe you. Are y'all ready to keep things moving? Then on deck, we have Adam Spells. But next up to the mic, put your hands together for Brave Nate.
My little city fucked up in the head. Yeah, I said it. I ain't making this shit up. My little city fucked up in the head. We taking selfies with people that's half dead. People who do almost anything to get Facebook likes just to want to be down. Trying to solve murders from out of social media from out of state, but want to attempt to solve murders in their own town. We make fun of people that are going through it in life. A woman will have sex with a man and won't even care if he has a wife. Our kids are doing what they want to do. Our kids are shooting who they want to shoot. They're not just carrying guns, they blazing them. Parents, what are those? Yeah, them the ones responsible for not raising them. People doing what they want and not adding up the cost. Babies are raising babies and they both hella lost. Social media controls people's lives. Everything that y'all post showed it. Y'all air out y'all's dirty laundry all on social media and don't give a damn about who knows it. People on social media begging for boyfriends. People on social media begging for rides and food. People on social media begging for food stamps. Young women out here taking half-naked pics, looking like hood tramps. Yeah, it's gotten that bad out here. Low self-esteem is at an all-time high. Young adults out here popping pills like they ain't even afraid to die. Yeah, my city fucked up in here. It seems like we're all caught up in the matrix. Life got so complicated because people have disregarded the basics. God has been taken out of the picture. God hasn't been the second thought. People too busy trying to show off their temporary ass relationships or the latest clothes that they bought. Or the latest clothes they stole. Men and women in relationships that don't seem to know their roles. Out here living like whatever, don't even care if they forfeit their souls. Married men out here still chasing after these hoes. Married women sleeping one and married men let them take off their clothes. Young black people out here snorting white. Shit up their nose. My city complains about my city. My city even makes Jesus want to cuss. My city complains about what we ain't got here, but for real, ain't nobody turn our own shit up but us. Y'all complain about a cop apples and gorilla down the drugs being sold in our communities. Our nephews and sons comporting our neighborhoods, yet still our very own will give them praise and immunity. Now explain that shit. I ain't heard you not once complain about that shit. In my city, the bad guy is a good guy. He can't do no wrong. He can flood the community with all kinds of poison and nobody will consider what he does is wrong. And then dude will chronicle everything he did in the rap song. They'll defend him the whole time he's in jail. They'll celebrate him like he's Robin Hood, while in reality he was just Robin Hood. Our young women, they will encourage the men to get out of the game. She's too caught up in his name and the little weight that he carries, and she'll move on to the next one as soon as his little ass gets buried. Now see, that's the type of shit that I be talking about. These young men have gotten the game with no intention of getting out, no end game, no nothing, just busy trying to impress, and they'll keep going and going until they're thrown in jail or put to rest. All kinds of opportunities passing them up. Fake ass friends out here gassing them up. Enemies out here blasting them up, putting them 6 feet under the dirt. All these t-shirt businesses out here steady making RIP shirts. Niggas in the hole in the wall ass clubs taking pictures with loot. These young goofy ass women with no goals smiling, thinking this shit's cute. But we are lost out here. Can't nobody tell us shit. It's like we love skipping class. And it's a shame when our young man's main priority is showing off to impress these women buying Jordans and wearing rhinestones on their ass. $3,000 belts on, pants still sagging. Young man, you're in public. We can see your ass all in the opening because your jeans are just dragging. And then you don't even expect nobody to say shit. But then you're really gonna get mad if somebody accuses you of being on some play shit. These new dudes' pants be so tight they eyeball be boiling out of their sockets. These new dudes' pants be so tight they drive their guns in their garden. Driver's license when they fit in their goddamn pockets. Dear God, I'm praying for us all. We are caught from the sin. But God, I ain't even gonna lie. By the way things are looking at here right about now, you might want to hurry up and come back and flood this motherfucker again.
Thank you, Brave Nate. Coming in.
I'm a writer of many sorts, and most times my thoughts, they get in the way, convert my pen. I end up not saying what I'm really trying to convey. No one wants to be judged in front of a crowd of strangers or a mirror magnifying flaws while trying to send a message about my own personal condemnation in a spoken word performance. Yet my social media pages love now Adam Spell's poetry uncontrollably when I go to write or post. I have these negative thoughts like, I hated myself for going to prison. Punished myself mentally, yet expected forgiveness from my peers, but never forgave myself first. I had to learn how to. I did that this year with a little bit of therapy that I still attend bi-weekly, sometimes while weeping, to attack what weakens, to release these inner demons, but I still somehow carried that scar into my everyday existence. Personal shackles, limiting my own abilities, feeling as if I will always remain in that tormented season. I tried reasoning with myself, forgiving myself for my own thoughts. My mom taught me that, to always forgive. I don't think she ever told me the alternative was to love myself, but I couldn't. I wanted to write about how to. No title ever came. To start the first line, just a bunch of jumbled up words. It's hard to write clearly with tears impairing your vision, so listen. I sit and tell myself to scribble out this new book. So don't cry in front of others while reciting. But too much burden over your soul makes you feel low. When the devil takes control of your troubled mind, it's easier. A quiet time for me can lead to elite stardom or catastrophic danger. And I'm awkward and I'm quirky, thinking maybe I should just be quiet, a loner, a closet stoner, with so many thoughts in my head and questions that I also answer like, are you afraid to die? No. Why? There are enough words that I have written on paper for my spirit to live a whole lifetime. Is fear a handicap? No. Untold strength is underneath fear. It's actually one of the rules of survival in a battle of life or death. Keeps you honest, keeps you humble, keeps you breathing. And I promise myself to always keep breathing and not think about dying today. Not like I thought I did when grief had me in a chokehold. Not like I thought I did when my favorite cousin Frank died in a house fire that claimed him and 4 other souls. Not like I thought I did when I gave up and I gave in, heartbroken from a record-breaking job as a pallbearer 6 times in a 5-year span. Is all this pain and constant anguish a part of my faith? Am I walking on the destiny, on the plan that God already created? I pray and I ask that often, and I wonder why it's been so hard to put all of this on paper, that I did it this time, and I called it my thoughts, so I can share it with all of you, and it's just called a poem.
Give it up one more time, nice and big for both Brave Nate and Adam Spells. While our judges do the hard work. All right, I think the judges have come to a decision, y'all.
Man, listen. Let me tell you something. The power, you guys are bringing it today. Very hard. But the transparency, the power, and the message, the delivery, we gotta go with Adam today.
Yo, I love the call-outs. Like, I love the energy, I love the call-outs. Like, you're T.O.P., poets, let's go. Come on! Yeah! Shout out for the energy. Y'all ready for this next bout? Let's see what we got. Everything is upside down. That means something in tarot. I don't know if it means something here. So on deck, we have MaDaya. Clap it up for MaDaya. But next up to the mic, please put your hands together for Silent Night.
God made him a poet. Translation, pouring out every Trauma, manipulated to make this stage an altar. He dies here. Translation. Paradise of every therapist. His mind is their playground. Never seeing someone use words as a noose, hangman. Each letter suspends his limbs like strange fruit. These strange truths, sacrificing his sanity to tell you he's broken. His soul's corpse captures you on this coffin. You call it a stage. He calls it conception to his crucifix, crushed. His body lays broken on the page, using tears to baptize the fragmented remains, exchanging peace of mind for pocket change, locked behind bars, writing his own sentence. Prays to pull the plug on his penmanship, he cries. Let me be a doctor. Instead of making incisions in my heart's arteries, splicing he who speaks to draw art, let me master matters of the mind instead of masterminding, writing fables of how life matters. Let me be an actor who finds solace in make-believe, cloaks themselves in another's shoes to seal their own souls like Jonah. He tries to run to the belly of the beast, but God made him a poet. Translation, pulling out every tear and turning it to calligraphy. An artist who uses gradations of pain as his palette, dabbing the paintbrush in brutalities to paint pictures Picasso couldn't fathom. His soul's phantom sold anthems of alleviation, but you let them pass with him on the page like every prophet. He wrote his pieces, his revelations to a joint. He used his remains as an ashtray. He prays. This pen, this sword, this scythe will be the last God gave. This stage was a sepulcher. Secret sirens serenaded in similes, concealing agony in alliteration he hopes. Metaphors masked his mental state. He tries to escape, but God made him a poet. Translation, person ordained, enduring tribulation. Tricked to treat this stage as an altar, he dies here. Mortal man clasped, clinging to God's garment, hoping to restore order, but there's no resurrection on the third day he lays. Sacrificing his sanity for impaired cochlears. Couldn't coax them to listen if he tried. He tries. Sewing the world together with broken lines, threading pieces to save you from your demise, but God made him a poet, not a savior. The world's weight was never his pen's to bear.
Please clap it up for MaDaya. There we
go. I speak up now. This is for all the times my emotions were big and my thoughts were loud, but I felt small, so I drowned them out. And against the people who made me feel inferior, I backed down. But I learned that my voice box be a blessing. I am here and you will listen. See, I no longer need permission to simply exist. In the conversation, it's not about your convenience. I have my own opinions, and you will listen. Because I speak up now. You cannot control. I am the captain of my ship, master of my fate. I drive the boat, and just in case you did not know, I speak up now. Because I remember a time when I had to tiptoe through my own consciousness not to wake my monsters up. I ate silence by the spoonful. It got stuck in my throat, and it took me years to swallow all that silence. I kept quiet, but the thoughts of my inner turned to a whisper and grew into a word after word after word, and it slowly turned into, I speak up now. It takes courage to speak loudly and distinctly, to express one's opinion freely, but I won't shrink my gift to the size box you can handle. And I'll speak my truth, even if it's not fashionable. It never was trendy to go against the crowd. But if you can't swim, you just gonna have to drown. Because finally, and it's been a long time coming, I'll speak up now.
Give it up one more time, nice and big, to both Silent Night and MaDaya.
I really hate to be redundant. But again, this was very hard.
Okay.
I think it's really dope that I'm seeing a bunch of new poets and poets that I have not gotten hip to, and it's giving me this opportunity. Talking about some new poets, y'all fire. But definitely want to praise how well each of them did, but in this competition, it's only one who moves forward, and in this case, it is Silent Night.
So something I should have said at the beginning of this particular competition is that when it comes to poetry slams on any other night, it could be any other poets. So do not let your standing in this particular competition make you feel any sort of way about your work as an artist. Because again, it takes whatever, I don't want to say balls because that's very like patriarchal. So it takes something to get up here and do your thing. Courage, okay? But come on, why couldn't I do the word courage? I'm a poet, what am I doing here? You know what, you're backing me, it's a group piece. It's a group piece, okay. We are going to keep things moving. On deck, we have QintheStu.
What?
And no, I don't like that. Like when we call the people, show their love in advance. But next up to the mic, please, show some love for, and I'm making an artistic choice here, Reality. Clap till they make it up to the stage, please.
In the game of life, there are no rules. Only fools that think they can win. When Daddy was drunk, he would play checkers. Imagine your mother's face, black and red, while your father jumps over her, yelling, "King me. Bring me the only peace you have left." I can see my mother's heart beating out of her chest, wondering how many L's does she gotta take with one night. Truthfully, she should have pawned everything. Ever since Bishop married you, Daddy doesn't treat you like a queen, and sometimes in relationships, you gotta check mates. I knew one day I would stop playing board games. Mom, watching you be abused was not a board game. I choose to play. As a child, I saw horror flicks that they only see in Saw. Before I knew what was happening, it was lights, camera, action. Daddy was playing Yahtzee on the corner again. Action, Daddy is beating a mommy's battleship. Action, my mama never played Jenga. Her blocks were not strong enough. Action, I vowed to never play Monopoly again. Mom could never pass go. With a man's hands on her, she was property. Dad never had a chance to go to jail when he landed on her. Mommy, I'm sorry. As a child, I got in trouble for the fun of it. I didn't know that sorry and trouble were already games that you struggled with. Dad was a mystery man. It's just the type of shit that he did. One time he hit Mom so hard I couldn't guess who she is. And since then, I declared war on every game that I knew because I couldn't let Dad make a game out of you. Mom, you should have been Uno. Why you let Dad be a wild card? Reversed his ways, skip over to another woman that you know. How did would you play solitaire in a relationship? The pain of being alone, and I was right there playing dominoes. I felt all your pain in my bones from fuck you, so I'm leaving. Every bit of that I heard. And it's just a story as a child. Y'all used to scrabble over words.
Please keep it going for reality, the poet. And put your hands together now as they make their way to the stage. Give it up for Q in the stew.
It's a good day to have a good day. Sleeping late, lay around in my boxers till the taste of last night's toxins fades away. I want today to be pure. I still have so much city to explore. The concrete is different in this neighborhood. Did you know it doesn't always crack the same? It's different ways to get lost in its aggregate. I've made a habit of filling those gashes with the sand of my weekend hourglasses. Showers pass to the east side. Suddenly, the sidewalks aren't so crowded, but me, I'll stand the rain. 'Cause water is life, and recently, I decided I might want more of that. For what? I'm not sure yet, but shit, if they're giving it out for free, go ahead, rain down on me. I'll roll with the thunder. If lightning wants to strike, let it know I strike twice as fast. My forecast calls for fair weather, perhaps a flurry of fantasy or a partly clouded mind, but if that leaves a chance for sunshine, then I like my odds. Even if it skips today, the sun can't hide for long. It's just like me. Eventually, I'll come out to play. My surroundings will bask in my warmth. The air will breathe me, and someone will thank the Lord I showed my face. I'll exist in space as the center of everything, or at least to those who feel my weight. I'll hold you down like gravity. And if I don't, well, it is what it had to be. That's not my choice to make. Even still, I don't believe in fate, just a natural order. It's enough recorded human history for me to know to live life as it is and not how someone says it's meant to be. So I hope today is filled with present tense pleasantries and bounded by no more than 7 seas. And even then, water is life. So who am I not to dive in? I'll swim across the world and collect pearls till my curls are dry again, then race the sun back home just to see it rise again. I'll find a friend who doesn't mind to spend some time within this crazy mind of mine. We'll get rich picking through this diamond mine. I drop gems. I got enough to snap my fingers and make you miss your whole family. Each and every one of your little friends. You'll be wondering, where are all the heroes? What happened to all the villains? And then bring them back again, 'cause I'm him. And if you can't tell, I'm locked in. I'm in my element. My name need not be relevant, 'cause I know these words. Like every one of my days, it's heaven sent, and I'm just glad to be 10 toes the fuck down. My footprints in this wet cement are shaped like what now? 'Cause isn't that how it's supposed to be? When you're living life every day so openly, just trying to be better than the one before.
Clap it up for both reality poet and QintheStu. And let's give our judges some time to deliberate.
Okay, so I'm not real good at talking like this. We want to say thank you to both the poets. Y'all did extremely well. Give me that for the poets. You both gave us really good performances. But we're gonna go with reality the poet. Thank you, QintheStu.
Can we give it up for every single poet who has touched the stage so far? We have one more bout in round 1. Are y'all ready to see that? Me too. I heard Xena Warrior Princess. Wait a minute. Yeah! Let's go. This corner's my favorite now. This corner's my favorite now. So, on deck, we have Danielle, Dixon. Woo! But next up to the right, please put your hands together for Arrie Lane.
that God gave you art, gave you life, made you a poet, dear. So, dear poet, you are the light at the end of someone's tunnel. Tunnel is often where you find yourself seeking that same light that illuminates the darkness. Darkness always seems to make us feel so alone. Alone like quarantine. Quarantine like solitary but missing cards someone else is holding on to your sanity. Sanity always seems to be slipping away. Away is where you want to go, so go. Go on journeys with your pen or your phone or whatever utensil is available. Available is what you always make yourself to folk who don't seem that available to you, the strong friend. What's that? That's what you often ask yourself. Your selfless acts of self often go overlooked your valley of greatness the other day. Day looked like night morphed into dawn again sits poets, and pen has always been escape for poet. Don't you know that you're great? Greatness stains your fingertips leave imprints become a cast your fears into a clay mold yourself into whatever you choosing yourself never made you a villain. Villains are often cemented from pain doesn't have to make you so calluses are formed and hardened from friction also makes fire is what you are you not a work of art is you masterfully made peace be pen strokes gliding across a college ruled sky. Skylines be reminder of hope-filled cloud stanzas pour down pages be ink blotted lightness strikes some genius in a bottle be a chemical reaction waiting to erupt in magma. Poets, if you must harden, be the obsidian. It's okay to be beautiful, strong, and fragile. Fragile things require care. Caring for self is an act of love. Love breeds light and dark. Be balanced. Balance is an art. Art is what you've always been. But if you must break, be a damn rain stick and light up a room. Rooms always look better with a little bit of you in them anyways. Poet. You've always been enough light to hold on to. Even when you ain't trying to.
Thank you, Arrie. Thank you. Put your hands together one more time for Arrie Lane. And continue to put your hands together for Danielle, Dixon.
My story be awkward like fat black girl geeking at Comic-Con, curvy bulges squeezed into red spandex super suit cosplay, no boots though, cause my feet be swollen. My story kicks ass and sneakers though. My story don't chase no villains, they find me, kill the wind machine. My story meets judgmental cases like knock if you buck, eyeballs blazing, daring to say something they never do. My story be looking wild like busty muffin top side boob rocking the belly. You know, where the bra rides the belly. My story be the poster child for one size does not fit all. It tables its insecurities. It knows its purpose. I came to save some lives tonight, and you're welcome. Cue dramatic cape flip. My story be the standard of goofy that you have to surpass in order to get ridiculed, allowing common weirdos to pass free, and you're welcome. My story drips drama like a percolator. There's some pros in this house when you see it pointed out. My story be somebody's oasis in the desert. It's created roads less traveled, creating success in places less desired, lighting the way to mental freedom. My story be that don't give a fuckness that makes my authentic self impervious to criticism. My story can't guarantee that you'll never get hurt, but it is a testimony that you can recover from it. My story is an invitation for you to show up for yourself. My story be that beacon light for the weirdos of the world to unite and shift the bell curve of normalcy so hard that it has no choice but to open up to otherness, other brilliance, other weirdness, other creativity. My story loose the noose of assimilation. I came to save your life tonight, and you're welcome.
Give it up real big one more time for Arrie Lane and Danielle, Dixon. All right, judges.
You know, it's something when you can listen to poets and give you chills.
Yeah.
And it's amazing the level of talent that is on this stage tonight. Again, I know we on repeat, but this was a hard damn decision. But we got to go with Arrie Lane on this one.
We have made it through round 1. Moving on to round 2, we have CocoaWeaponry, Silent Night, Artistic Genius, Reality the Poet, Adam Spells, and Arrie Lane.
So this side of the room, wait, hold up. Whoa. I love y'all. But let's give them an opportunity to be great. Okay, so y'all, I already know about y'all. Y'all valid, just like, chill. Y'all ready for round 2? So they're more demure, kind of laid back, giving very much relaxed, very much vacation. Okay, I get it. So let's keep things. Why do y'all give me a microphone? On deck, we have Arrie Lane. But opening up round number 2, please put your hands together for Silent Night.
I went to an open mic, right? And there was a man there, he said, I've come a couple times and I like your work, but truth be told, I'm kind of tired of hearing race poems. You're tired of hearing race poems?
Come on.
I'm tired of living in one. To know any day a KKK cop might feel his blue life matters more than my black life. Use his Beretta as paintbrush to splatter the streets red. This is just another day in white America. To know the last time I hugged my mom could have been the last time. They'll bear arms, leaving her arms bare, bearing the grief of a life without the sun. She will witness a baby carry her baby from crib to crypt. She will become a reverse orphan, a childless mother. She will have to bury the sun and soon forget what life looks like. See, you don't get it. You don't get it. I was born with a shoot me sign sewed to my back, and sometimes I feel like cops. I was born with a shoot me sign sewed to my back, and sometimes I feel like cops shooting black boys is more addictive than cigarettes. Because they steady trying to nick a teen and turn them to a hashtag. Come to our communities with sticks set ready to maul burrows. And come to our communities with sticks set ready to maul burrows. And if your mama try to step in, they won't hesitate to light it. They view killing us as a match. A sick game of man versus beast, and though I turned 23, they're the ones acting like Mike with the shot clock running down 5.
Come on. Mr. Officer driving down the lane, signaling black boy on university campus.
Train for this. I put my hands up because it's the only way to defend. He looks me in the eyes. Like black boys don't belong in this zone. Like I must only be here to steal or sling rock for.
He's been known to make it rain downtown.
His only goal is to get a tech and make me turn over the tombstone. For me to fade away, get carried out in a box 3.
He's calling for the ISO. It's impossible to guard this guy.
No matter how still I am, he still won't get a charge. Because the judge on the bench pinned his supporting cast too.
He's looking his defender in the eyes.
Ready to shoot. Please. My mom. I don't want her to see a post up about her son getting traded to the afterlife, please. She is a warrior, but this will make her wilt one. Step back. Bang! Mr. Officer, the most lethal shooter in history, does it again. And again. And again. And again. So, white guy at an open mic. As long as cops continue to make sport of killing black boys, I will use my voice to tell their story. And all I can hope is no one has to make a poem about me.
One more time for Silent Night, y'all. Please, please. And continue to put your hands together for Arrie Lane. Clap till they make it up to the stage.
Do you know how it feels to sit in a room filled with greatness and wonder if you deserve to be there? But knowing you deserve to be there, to play Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with feeling worthy and knowing how worthy you are. Forced to swallow that imposter of a syndrome, to posture up in rooms that seem to swallow you whole. Do you know how many stars make up the galaxy? The Milky Way is said to hold over 100 million stars. So, in a universe said to hold over 100 billion galaxies, I remind myself of the possibility of my twinkle. That I too can dance in the night sky, and if I can see it as improbable, then how can I not see it as possible? So I audacity my way into rooms, become my insecurities doppelganger, and I speak anyways. I say, hi, I'm Arrie Lane. I become back braced to my own self-worth. I stand tall, I stare rejections, possibilities in the eyes until its barrel tunnels me into a new point of view, where I become locked finger behind my own destiny's trigger. Shaky hand of nerves is steadied by opposing hands. Do it anyway, bang. No, I become the Big Bang. I create my own galaxy of possibilities. I realize this is not a room. It's a universe filled with galaxies started by the gravity of self and combustion of all the shit that didn't matter to create their own possibilities. I'm beginning to think I do belong here, y'all. Turns out the sun isn't the only star capable of shining. In fact, most stars are bigger, have their own planets, and I bet based on proximity, they can be a little intimidating, but I speak anyways. I twinkle in a universe I have yet to explore. I study the galaxies that fascinate me most, and I keep twinkling, and I keep speaking. Did you know that the Earth's closest star seen by the visible eye is 270,000 times the distance of that between the Earth and the sun? See, I learned that we see the stars and planets as they were minutes, even hours ago, that when we see the sun, we're seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. But back to that star. Every time we see it, we're seeing it as it was 4 years ago, even at the speed of light that travels through time. So I speak to my past self, from my future mindset, from all that I can be, and I say, if you could see the galaxy you are, the uncertainty of this universe wouldn't matter so much. So head up, shoulders back, stand tall. Even if you don't feel worthy, you are. Into this room and speak into this universe and create your own galaxy. New ones are discovered every day. So I show up and I speak anyways.
DJ Verb, we appreciate you. Give our judges some time to think. They're gonna need it.
Y'all saw that, right? We were kind of squeamish over here. We sitting there like, yo, this is tough. And then we have the audacity to keep coming behind us and telling us how tough our job was to be in front of our door. Real petty, but she know what it is. Y'all both killed it. Please round of applause. And moving forward, Arrie Lane.
So I have this roommate, and she isn't very cleanly. Her conversations sound like clutter corroding the inside of my sacred space. I have no room to breathe. Her personality is like nails on a chalkboard, an agonizing experience. She is not the kind of person I will be friends with, but somehow she is living with me rent-free. She brought a U-Haul of unhealthy habits for months. I observed her actions not holding her weight, but weighing heavily on my conscience, punching hollow holes in the walls of my heart, leaving me to patch them up with toxicity, painting over the pain as if that is going to make them go away. She has had a seat at my table but brought nothing to it. I watched her eat a feast prepared by me, and when she was done, she didn't even put a dish in the sink. I really don't like her, but I'm struggling to evict my attachment to her. I've allowed her to store and hoard all of the things she is not willing to let go. I can barely walk into my own home without tripping over trinkets of trauma. The things she has said to me are baskets of dirty laundry, an unbearable aroma. No matter how much I clean with big bleach, the stains like you are not worthy are left behind. You are not loved or capable of being loved. The world will be better off without you. You are not as great as you think you are. Everyone will hurt you and leave you with the pieces to mend you, victim. Come on, everyone will leave you and hurt you and leave you with the pieces to mend you, victim. Everyone will hurt you and leave you with the pieces to mend.
Yes, come on.
Come on, I don't got it.
Reminder that the hardest thing to do is to get up and speak in front of other people, please. This is not a defeat. And they're already up on stage, but give it up for Adam Spells!
Despite the things you said to me.
Sometimes I do. I get beside myself, feeling sorry for myself, expecting certain recognition for my position, though I work hard at developing intriguing lines. Sometimes there are no finger snaps and no hand claps after the performer, me, takes the stage and gives about the pain that he's been through. Sometimes I see strangers in the crowd, and yes, there's a disappointment from seeing no familiar faces as I fill the spaces in the beating hearts of thoughtful minds. It only pushes my pen further across tear-stained notebook lines, and eventually I'll write something as astounding and beautiful and surprising as Barack Obama's letter to the family of Nipsey Hussle. Continuing in this competition, this marathon of poetry slams and features, openly using the mic to share how the poetry's been the blood in my veins. It's just a force inside me, described as a gift, something shareable, immeasurable, worth value, and shines bright as a mother's smile, staring at her child, but somehow I got lost trying to win over supporters and forgot my original purpose. To share how the poetry revived my mental energy, just with the memorization of the very lines I had written. I called it redemption through reliving, not so they can say that I had bars or I was spitting, so they know that surviving and cleaving amongst racism and unfair wages and late night gun wars that often explode and end in a black man dying or a black families are losing is so real that I put it all on paper and mark history with dates frozen in memory, like the t-shirts that we make to represent our fallen. Or all the times I got off my knees, praying for strength to continue to move forward, drawing energy from God and the sun. And yes, with every pen stroke, I continue moving forward. I mean, sometimes I do get lost in these words. Some derive from my depression, some derive from my grief. But this poetry, it says that I've overcome, and I'm not done. I love when others listen. Perhaps I'm just a storyteller, a walking, talking reenactment of the events that enclosed me inside my sanctuary. When my cousin Frank died in that house fire, it's amazing, it's ironic. Even in the midst of death, we are drawn what we aspire to be. And he went further in the house to save the kid, a selfless act, a hero. So now I walk and I talk and I speak this poetry to my writer friends and audiences to let them know that each one of you inside, you are all heroes. Because sometimes this poetry, it be like holy scripture, recited out loud to self for my own healing, or transmitted to the heavens to say, Mama, I still love you. Trayvon, we ain't forgot you. Sandra Blair, I'm still saying your name, we, or should I just say me? This poet still represents black lives that matter. Or all the young blood of our young black men that have been spilled on these pavements. I write about those caskets. I write to share with the world that inside, despite those failed goals, despite those failed roles, you have the ability to heal yourself with your own written words.
Give it up for both artistic genius and Adam Spells one more time, please.
I just want to say, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say something. Okay, so we pick the winner, Adam. And also to artistic genius, I just want to give you so much love. Like, we really wanted to hug you. I'm going to tell you off top, like, we all have been there, we're under pressure in these slams, and you just lose what you, I mean, you know the poem, you know it, it was right on the tip of your tongue, but it be so much, and so don't feel no type of way except it happens. It was real good, and we love your work. Thank you for that, for real. You the winner, because even when you lose your train of thought like that, it still even take a lot to just not break down. We done seen poets whole break down from crying. I probably done broke down from losing my words for real at one point in time, so.
Facts.
Adam, congratulations.
I'm sorry, but I am a hugger. So I'm gonna come over here and hug you. Because I gotta tell you something. That shit was powerful as hell. But you take that, you gonna let that fire spark. And do it even harder.
See, people got all the jokes in the world about poetry slams and what you hear here and what happens here. But in reality, this is a place of love and support. Never forget that. That's why we're here in the first place. Are y'all ready for this last bout of round two? I don't believe you. Are you ready for the last bout of round two? On deck, we have CocoaWeaponry. But next up to the mic, please put your hands together for Reality, the Poets.
Can we say real? Real. Our children are being brainwashed. What the fuck? Our children are being brainwashed. Ricky Rose. Our children are being brainwashed. Gucci, our children are being brainwashed. Nikki, last night, Reality had a dream that T.I. and Martin Luther was arguing over who was the better king. And then I seen a mirage of Nikki Giovanni and Nicki Minaj fighting in the center ring. Giovanni said these so-called rappers ain't what they seem. They have our children brainwashed. It's ironic how they brainwash, but the message never gets clean. They say Moses performed miracles with just a staff and his rod. So what good is 2 chains 2 chains don't have a direct link to God. When 1079 played Young Jock, it really had me thinking. How can we let our children listen to my juice box wet and expect them not to know this ain't the same juice box you drinking? Nicki Minaj, I praise to you. I know God has a day for you, and the words he has to say to you will be written in Braille. Blindly, you have failed. Because of this, God has provided a Barbie house in hell, where Barbie can dwell. Waka, flocka, bow, similar to vodka. How? Because his words will numb. The more lyrical poison we drink of him, the more fucked up we become. No matter how dumb he sounds. I know way too many kids. We are familiar with rounds, how to translate grams into pounds, and now they find guns in lost and found, ready to show and tell everybody that our children are being brainwashed. Our children are being brainwashed. Ricky Rose. Our children are being brainwashed. Today we learn a lesson. Or when I'm gonna be your tutor, let your kid listen to Future and he won't have a future. I wear Gucci, I wear Prada at the same damn time. On the phone, cooking dope at the same damn time. Oh, he's selling white, selling mid at the same damn time, but he won't take care of his kids. Parents, believe me, it's not cute that your 5-year-old knows every song on TV. The fact that he's memorized a mixtape of Jeezy because Weezy won't get him past middle school. You know why? Weezy only knows how to get your junior hot. Why? MCMB, young mothers creating mystic boys who will eventually destroy the world.
I love me a good dramatic dismount. Like you just come up off the mic and just be on stage. Please give it up for reality one more time, please. Give it up for CocoaWeaponry, please.
What's up, Cleveland? Man, this room full of mega talents. That's all I can say. Y'all like fact or fiction? Well, let's do it. I've been waiting for you to come in here. You good? Yeah. There's a lot on my mind. I got a lot going on. I've healed, and I've been wanting to reach in and talk to you. Yeah, I'm about to go though. I'm about this piece. Sit down. Listen, Brown, they told you playing with dolls was immature because you look mature. For McDonald's and Rainbow are your go-to spot and your one-stop shop. You be looking in magazines for a rendition of what your queen bee beauty is. Did you hear me? You be looking in magazines for what your queen bee beauty is. You always been a 9 from the age of 9, even when you started carrying a 9. Now you listening to all the fine white lines. You wear a beat face for your beat face, because you always been that cover girl. You gained a little weight to weigh in. You gained a little weight to weigh in, to be beat in. Then you gave up your jump rope for gang jump. To hang with a sorry chump that would never amount to street scum. I remember when you only wanted the boardroom kind. You know, the suit and tie fine. It was a time you would look away from them sad corner straggling hustlers with the cardboard signs. I will work for food. I will work for money. I won't work for you.
Now you housing them. Why did you give a scrub love? Brown skin girl. Lace fronts is your hat, your lashes or your back, your shoes say club rap. Don't let them confuse your dress up with strip club or your handbag for strip search, because you've been copying all the latest merch from the boosters' work. You are a legacy to see, not shorty doo-wop with legs to see. You can be more to see, and ain't nobody gotta feel that body to feel your heat, because you make men weak and you ain't got to do nothing. Your mouth can articulate, your brain does meditate, your heart percolates passion, not from Keisha's leftover rations. Don't let them confuse your bar shots with lay down or your bar plies with playground. You mad funny, and you don't need Earl's dollar to see you smile, because you've been a gifted child. You are beauty in its rarest form, like Michelangelo chiseled you. Michelangelo chiseled you. Then you read the word in scripture, Michael will send his angels to save you, yo. Amen. Listen, brown skin girl, I see your hurt, your disappointment, your high voltage squares of scares that you ain't gonna be nothing. And that's the lie. You are something. You are any and everything that you wanna be, and the neighborhood can't hold you. Shine bright like a diamond rare jewel. Just let the Almighty lead you, and I promise you, you won't regret it. I'm here for you, and I meant it. Look me in my eyes. Brown skin girl. Don't ever consider a compromise. I wrote this piece for all the girls that considered running away before finishing high school. Please give it up for all of the poets in round two. Louder, louder, come on. And let's give our judges some time to deliberate. Right, good luck.
Yeah, thanks. You know, both two very powerful messages. Once again, very hard decision. So I think in this round, we're gonna have to go with reality.
But before we get into round three, I was told that I had time to do a poem. Y'all cool with that? Now bring it up to the stage, Arrie Odum. So everything I'm about to say, you can't judge me, okay? All right, like 3 of you said you weren't gonna judge me. That's totally fine. So I'm in love with my roommate, right? It's messy. I know. But I met him at a time when it was really crucial in my life. Like I got some very important medical news, and he was the first person that like ran into my life afterwards. So I'm kind of attached to him. Yes, he does. Oh yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. Being a poet, I'm like, yeah, you know, I love you more than the moon does. Like, yeah, no, I did that whole thing. Like, I wrote a poem for him and everything. Like, of course. Well, he's cute. Like, of course I did. So yeah, this piece is about us. Gross love. I know I can't have it for long, so please. Just let me hold a little bit of your love. I'll pay it back with interest. My interest ain't ever shift, no chameleon in this blood. My eyes could have gone anywhere, but they were captured by your gravity, the gravity of love's magnitude, swept away by your soft smile. Fuck, man. Sometimes, I wish I never saw you. Cause now the bar is you. And no one can touch the throne I set up for you, encased in glass, a blooming rose made temporal loop. And I get to see your petals dance forever, I beast. I waiting, I Godot, I longing for a long time, for a fortnight, every full moon shit. I love you like a month of Sundays, but we've been here before. Been lip to lip, and us gotta stay dead, cause ain't no spark to jump our fusion. I think we could have been nuclear, ushered in a new generation of warm homes to come back to every night. I will always be a porch full of welcome signs for you to come in. I will always be a mantle of candlelight. I will always hold the shape of you on my lips, and as fleeting as lightning is, I beg it to strike again. One more flash. One more frozen moment in electricity so we can see every corner of our passion buzz and spark and static embarrass the shadows with all our light, making eclipse blush the way we touch and covered one another, the interplay of light and shadows, the duality of two tongues and a whole night with nothing to do with each other. But I can't hold a second up. It slips through fingers. Too fleeting to be anything but a memory blowing in the wind. We are dust in the wind now, tumbling out of alignment. We bumped out of alignment. We orbit out of alignment. The wheel cuts because of alignment. And what are we going to do with all these tangents? We end it. We end it like good books. Like your favorite movie. Like a kiss you wish could have lasted just a little longer. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Listen, you don't like Masego. I'm gonna let it happen. And we will be back in just a few minutes for round 3. And audience, round 3 is on y'all. Y'all are the judges for round 3. Your applause is going to determine who wins round 3. So it's your turn to be in the judges' space. Can we give it up for our judges, please, one time for doing the great work? And we will be back in just a few minutes. We have a whole device. But there's a whole device. Look at that. Look at that. There's actually a budget involved and a device is purchased to determine how loud y'all get. So there's going to be like an official decibel reading for these poets. So what's going to happen is you're going to hear our final 3 poets for the last round. And at the end, we will ask you to put your hands together for the poet that you think should win. And we will measure that volume, and then we will determine our winner. So this is on y'all. This is all y'all. So, for example, let's say, just for shits and giggles, that I'm the poet that y'all want to win. And I'm on stage right now, and I have my hand raised over me. What sort of noise are you going to make? Good. Remember that, okay? Remember that. But also make sure you show love to all of the performers, okay? So even if you're not giving your most woo, you can give a little woo. You feel me? It's shady, but you can still do it. All right. So this is not necessarily a head-to-head. This is our last 3 performers. So the person whose name I don't call will know that they're the 3rd person. So on deck, we have Arrie Lane. But first up, in our final round, please put your hands together for Reality, the Poets. Clap till they make it up to the stage. They're making a dramatic walk from the back. Yes, slay the runway. You better go on. We love to see it.
Come on, real. Somebody say real. Real. Talk. Talk. Say real. Real. Talk. Talk. My new gift, I gotta let you hear it. It's called Want To. In fact, I won't even force you to rewind or react, unless you want to. Question, if I give you one really dope poem, are you gonna want 2? That's being greedy and indecisive. You didn't want to listen to them for 1 minute. Now that it's real, you want to. For this poem, I ain't gonna say I'm the Now my daughter was 11 and this year she turned 1. God gave me a lot of gifts in life. She was 1 too. While your baby dad waited for Christmas, my daughter gets the presence of a father when she wants to. How many of y'all been on Ancestry.com? Bro, I was 1 too. I traced my lineage back to a tribe in Africa called the Wantu. If you're not thinking that that's just a coincidence, I know you want to. You can't be testing a DJ when he be mic checking. 1 2 had a friend getting raised by all gangsters. He thought he was gonna be 1 2. They gave him a shot and dog copycat and he called 1 2. A headshot, someone get him a doctor. He didn't want to. When you snitching, the gangsters will give you the stitches when they want to. I had another friend, he was a klepto. Bro out here stealing because he wants to. I'm like, man, you got it bad. Why would you steal something you already have? Because I want to. That's real. I know your needs and you want to. If this is the hottest poem you ever heard, you can go out and clap if you want to.
I'm here. I'm subverting your expectations by not being in the front of the room anymore. I know it's crazy. Give it up one more time for reality. No, like really put your hands together for reality. On deck, we have Adam Spells, but next up to the mic, please put your hands together for Arrie Lane.
Well, dang. If I could describe y'all with the alphabet, you'd be always allowing ancestors anchoring, alive, loud, awesome, astounding, allocating alabaster's box, breaking bounds, binding books before banging beats, creating cryptic crystals, cultivating, conscious, calibrating, collected, cool, calculation, debating, diverse deities, daring, devastating divas, distinguished debonaires, defenders, destiny's directors, exuding excellence, extremely evident evidence, exceeding elements, enchantments, embodiment, effervescence, elevating, expected, full force freights, failures, friction, faithful friend, fearless, ferocious, flying free, forever filled, greatness, growing, greater goal, getters, gigantic, glorious, godly gifts, gentle giants, great healers, healing, helping, hopeful, hope and haters are having hope, hypocrites here, honest heart, hip-hop hipsters, heavenly haven, hallelujah's holy hemp hitting higher, infused in intentional ink, injected investments into inheritance, implied incidents, intellectually intelligent, illustrious innovators, inclusive jubilance, jumping, justified, joyous kickstarters, king, kind, knowledgeable leaders, letting losing liars learn, leaping like levitating, literally levitating, learning lessons, loving, long, laughing, lots, lately more meaningful, maybe magic, moving mountains, miracle making, mysteries, masters, mixing motions, melodies, marinating manifestation, magnificent, marvelous, mighty motivators, never neglecting neighbors, noteworthy niceness, nifty, nourishing, naturalist, naked, novel, open, optimally operating, optimist, often overstanding optics, oil, olive, pressured person, proven practically perfect, promising purpose, presence, pulling pupils, pilfering, penetrating portals quickly, quiet quality, quantifying, quirky, quite ready, resilient, restorative, refreshing, radiating royalty, sweet scented symbols, stabilizing. Silly, stupendously slaying serpent sanctums. Swift shooting star, taking time to think thoughts that thoroughly tilt towards transformation. Tremendous talents. Truthful, trustworthy, understanding, underestimated unicorn, useful, unique, universal, utensil, unforgettable, unbreakable, unfiltered, unbothered, utterly vibrant in voluminous, valued, valorous, victorious vibrations, winning, winner, one, worthwhile, welcome, ways of warrior, Xenodopio, X-Men, youthful, beauty, muse, zany, zazzy, zealous, alphabetically, you.
All right, you have people stand up. Make sure you see them. They see you. And last, but most certainly not least, the last poet that we're gonna hear tonight. Please put your hands together for Adam Spell. The glasses are coming off. It's real.
Some of my black friends, they've aged in the place that they call the fountain of youth. Wasted away years incarcerated, dreaming of what they become. Punished for who the crooked system said they became. The judicial system said that form of unity is the shackles used in connecting inmates together. Stories in conjunction, current addicts, ex-dealers, project warriors, their backgrounds forced them to be warriors fights. Fist to fist against their own dads, now solo up against the gangs the little neighborhoods had as survival. Now amongst bricks and steel, correctional officers, they don't help with no corrections, no peace offering or protection for those of my complexion. They just divide us up by color and crime. It's a setup, just like some of our communities, and only the strong will survive. Then you're given a number, you go into a database so you can always fit the description. Allow men to get brutalized and scarred mentally just for chasing a little illegal, underhanded financial blessings. Locked up senselessly and hope they can just reconnect once freed and blend in environmentally, though crime got committed. The system forgot that they were men. Forgot that long ago, Bill Clinton shut down jobs, 80% of his black men held, pushed us to the pavement, aligned with the dope, murder over territory, filled up the city streets, trapped the kings and King Kennedy, from Buckeye to Union. Some built unions and organizations that communicated with visible guns, homemade gang signs, turned our landmarks into landmines, placed cocaine in the small openings of our emptiness. Place heroin right in the small openings of our own neighbors' depression. They created public housing and squeezed us in like sardines and expected no retaliation filled with aggression. May God bless them. They brought guns to our hoods. They initiate the pain and the grief that fills these homes in our hoods. Yes, some of my friends ain't made minimum wage in years. You tell me, how does that help a man feed his kids without lack of sleep and confusing fears? But let it be down to the last and their family can't eat. He knows there's severe punishments for the blood money located in the alleyways of the streets. You know, with an innocent and an iPhone maker for videos and World Star, prayers, condos. They all meet. My back brothers play at night too. But answers of silence causes the mind to go violent. A man needs help or he will go back to the drugs and violence. What does he do if he educated and still ain't ate for days? Man, of course he gonna go back to the gutter. Of course he gonna go get it how he live. Of course he won't shed no tears when the judge hands down years for the crimes that he's did, but he's just broken. With a motto in his mind, and he's always hoping. But shit, crime pays when there ain't no job openings.
I'm too short for that. Can we give it up for all the poets in round 3? Can we give it up for all the poets who performed tonight? Woo! Give it up for the judges. Give it up for yourselves. Yes, Keisha. Yes! All of the poets. Any poet remaining. If you competed in rounds 1, 2, or 3, bring your ass up to the stage.
My name is MaDaya. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is m.day.a.
My name is Adam Spells. You can follow me on Instagram at love_now_Adam Spells Poetry. Thank you.
I am Danielle, Nicole, Nikki, Dixon on Facebook and Instagram. And you can go under Danielle, Nicole on YouTube under poetry.
I go by Jay. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at artisticgenius._. At artistic._.
So my name is Arrie Lane, and you can follow me everywhere at Arrie Lane. That's ARRIELANE.
Reality the Poet. You can follow me every Tuesday at Versatile Expressions open mic night. But if I'm not there, then it's Reality the Poet on all social media.
Hi, my name is Christian. I go by Silent Night. You can follow me at Silent Night Speaks. That's night with a K.
Hi, I'm Q. You can follow me at QintheStu.2 on Instagram. Thank you.
What's good? My name is Nicholas Lane. I go by the poet_Nick Lane. You can also catch me in Versatile Expressions in Akron every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
What's up, Ohio? I'm CocoaWeaponry from Detroit. CocoaWeaponry on IG. Love y'all. Thank you for the love.
I'm Kierra McDade. If you like what you saw here today, you can follow us at Temple of Pastures.
And I got my own plug. So I am a host of an open mic that has been running for the last 10 years. It is called One Mic Open. So if you are not following One Mic Open on Instagram, you're lying. And you need to change that. ONEMICOPEN. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Facebook. We have an event coming up November 17th. But
Hold on.
What's up? Come on.
Now, I know y'all got some handles, but we do too.
Well, let's get it then. Come on, judges. What are the handles?
All right, I'm gonna make this real easy for y'all because y'all can Google us.
I know that's right.
So go ahead and pull up Google and put it in Love Ties, and you're gonna find us just like that.
You can also Google Keisha Nicole Foster. You can the Arts Prize winner. You can go ahead and Google that. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I was about to do it for you.
Thank you. I be needing people to do stuff for me. I'm everywhere. It is I am Keisha Nicole Foster. Please Google me, KISHA, my website, my YouTube, my Bandcamp, all the good things that is me.
Please do.
All right, so I don't have to say anything. She said it already. I'm just glad to have her. So again, y'all was dope, man. Amazingly dope. Y'all got y'all hands full this time. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all got y'all hands full.
Oh yeah, can we give it up one more time for DJ Verb? We was over there cutting up the whole time. DJ Verb, you got a word for us?
Verb everywhere.
Verb everywhere?
Verb everywhere.
I love a good verb. If y'all didn't know, my stage name is Verbal Influence, so we had 2 verbs tonight, kind of making things happen. That's what's up. So, I think now we're ready. We're ready. One more time for Moca in general for providing us this beautiful space. Give it up one more time for Spaces for providing the financial support for this. Beautiful, okay. Kierra is going to be measuring the sound that you all make. So as a reminder, practice, we did this in the beginning. The poet that you think should take this, right? The whole competition, what sort of noise are you going to make? Beautiful. And we are still making noise for all the poets, but you make the most noise for the poet that you want to win. Heard? Heard. I love that. I live with a chef as well as someone that I'm in love with. So, yeah, no. I'll be like, yeah, I love you. And he's like, heard. Okay. Oh my God, I'm in love with you. Heard. All right, you ready? All right, so first up, give it up for reality. Okay, Arrie Lane. Some of y'all had band or orchestra or vocal because y'all knew what this meant. I'm a 2009 graduate of Cleveland School of the Arts, so I know about Dr. Woods just be like drumming. And last but not least, don't you dare, don't you dare. Mira te sobra, ¿verdad? Give it up for Adam. Alright, so in third place, and you are all going to give them the same amount of love regardless of where they placed. Heard? Heard. In third place, please give it up for Reality the Poet. In second place, please give it up for Arrie Lane. All right,